Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat. I am your big, beautiful, bearded host, Zach Walker, checking in with producer Connor. DJ Dallas almost did my Dale Jackson impersonation as we came back from break, because joining us, we have the man, the myth, the legend, local celebrity, and kingmaker, Dale Jackson, joining us. Glad to have you on, Dale.
Glad to be here. Everyone has a Dale Jackson impression because it's easy to do.
Live, local Dale Jackson.
And
it's good. It's not hard.
Nasally, loud, boom. That's
just
it.
scream into the mic, and you've got a Dale Jackson impersonation.
It
doesn't make it good, by the way. Does not make it good. But no, so we were talking over the weekend, and I mentioned this fundraiser that you started, and you said, well, let's talk about it. And I said, by God, let's do it. So we are raising money. We're gonna do a Back the Blue mural. So just talk us through that a little bit, because I love it.
Okay, so there was a push, and just like in most, not most, but in some major American cities, Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, Birmingham has one as well. There is this idea that we're going to go out into the streets and we're going to write on the streets, Black Lives Matter. And I think we all agree Black Lives Matter. I don't think there's any question about that. And the idea here is we'll just put it on every street, and it's a political slogan, though. And I thought to myself, I said, okay, so we're going to allow these political slogans. So I've been involved in politics for a long time. I've been involved in different movements like the Tea Party. And I think that if we went to the city council and said, hey, let's put a taxed enough already statement on the middle of the street there on Clinton Avenue in Huntsville, they would tell us to get the hell out of here and leave us alone. And they would have been right to do so, because it's a political statement. It's a public street, and it shouldn't be done. But they're allowing these. And I thought to myself, I said, I don't want to get into this, because eventually what's going to happen is you're going to have lawsuits where people say, well, how come we can't do this and all these other things. So my idea was to take their method that they're using here in Huntsville, which is we're going to raise the money, and then we're going to go to the city, and we're going to say, this is what they're doing. They've laid it out pretty well. A group has decided they're going to raise $6,000. They're going to go to the city, and they're going to say, can we put a Black Lives Matter mural on the street? And I know exactly what's happening at City Hall and with the elected officials. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, hoping this all just goes away. And they're sort of, instead of saying, no, we're adults, we're not going to allow this, instead they say, sure, whatever, hoping it'll go away. And so I said, okay, fine. If they do that, I'd like to put a Back the Blue mural up somewhere on a similar street downtown Huntsville, put a big American flag with a Back the Blue mural there. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to raise the same amount of money they're raising. I'm going to go out and I'm going to try to raise $6,000. And I'll get into the numbers here in a second. And if they do start discussing this officially, I'm going to walk in and I'm going to say, well, I have $6,000 too, and I'd like to paint a mural too. At that point, it will kill the entire thing. I probably already have killed the entire thing, to be honest with you. We've had these conversations in the past in Huntsville where they have allowed certain things to happen. There's a story where I laid in the middle of University Drive by myself because they allowed people without a permit to lay in the middle of University Drive and stop traffic. So I said, okay, I'm going to go do it. And I said on the radio, I said, I'll be out there today at 5 o'clock. Nobody else come. I'm going to walk by myself. They sent 7 cop cars, protected me as I walked all the way down Wynn Drive to University and Wynn and laid in the middle of the intersection on a Friday at 5 o'clock. And the reason why I did that is to show how stupid this is. If we're just going to allow this, we have to allow everyone. And I said, look, you have options. You can either allow me to do it by myself. You can protect me. Or excuse me, you can allow me to do this myself where I'll either get hit or killed. You can either protect me or you can stop me. So those are your 3 options here. And they chose to protect me because that's what they did for the others. And they basically came to the acknowledgement that, okay, we need to have permits and plans and things like this before we just allow things to happen, because there will always be some other person who's going to say, well, I'll do it.
Sure.
So that's my goal here, and we've raised a couple thousand and some change.
$1,725
is that
raised.
Yeah,
and that's before my contribution today.
Oh, good. Well, so if I didn't even realize it was that much. We have surpassed where they're at already. They were at $1,600 and something. So now we've apparently passed it. So you're going to donate as well.
Absolutely, I'm going to donate, and we're going to call on all and we still haven't come up with a name. Maybe you can help us with this. Rich from Huntsville said the Zach Pack, which doesn't really have a.
I like that because there's like the Whack Pack. Howard Stern has the Whack Pack.
I haven't decided how I feel about it yet, but no, we're definitely gonna.
The Beard Bros.
Ooh, but then that excludes women. Hashtag me too. I'm offended.
Right.
I mean, it's terrifying that.
Okay.
But no, look, I love.
They can be the beard bays.
Ooh, and we get to engage Dallas's favorite not real word, the bays. And so we have a word of the day segment on the show that we're starting, and it's Dallas's word of the day. And last week it was drip. Yo, your shirt's drip, bro.
What's that mean?
That means your shirt's tight, man. It's fly. You're fresh to death.
How old are you?
18.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Like the Dale Jackson goat shirt. Drip.
Okay, see?
Drip. It's drip.
Okay.
It's drip, Dale. I love this idea. We're going to engage our listeners definitely to join in this. Again, if it doesn't happen, where does the money go? That's the most important question. Money goes right back to you.
That's the thing that's beautiful about these GoFundMes. This is symbolic. I'll just be completely honest. I do want people who are listening to donate.
Sure.
I do want you to donate.
Force the hand.
I put my own money in as well. But the point I've been making to people is this. It will never be withdrawn. This is a symbolic measure because the city will never allow this. My entire purpose of this was simple. Kill the idea that we're going to have a tit-for-tat arms race on stuff like this. Because let's say they allow Black Lives Matter. Then they allow back the blue. And then they allow, tax enough already. Then they allow babies' lives matter. And we just go through this whole thing where now they have to allow everything because the city can't say, we're going to allow this political message, but we're not going to allow that political message. And that's why, generally, local municipalities don't stupidly fall into this little trap. Now, I don't know. We've seen places across the country where similar things have taken place, and the cities have come out and wiped the Black Lives Matter thing off the map. And look, you want to have Black Lives Matter protests? Great, whatever. We all agree. Black Lives Matter. Got it. But you cannot use city property and then say other people can't use it as well. So if you're going to use the city property and the city of Huntsville is going to allow this, we're coming for you. And that's just the way it is. But by the way, I've already killed it. All right, I hate to be that guy who takes credit for things, but I've already killed this. And I promise you this is not going to happen. But I still want you to donate to prove the point.
Look, we're at $2,000 now.
There you go.
We're at $2,000,
Awesome.
So I put my money where my mouth is. You should do the same. I am curious if we had a few more minutes to hear your takes on Will Dismukes this weekend. I'm sure you'll touch on it on your show.
Let me give you a quick little rundown.
Okay, hit me.
What a complete dumbass. Okay? I mean, and then there is really no other way to pay. See if we can book him.
I was going to try to do the same. You listen to Hometown Heartbeat. I'm your big, beautiful, bearded host. You've listened to the Monday morning edition. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, thehometownheartbeat.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow.